So there is one area of my life that I struggle with living frugally, cheaply, instead of investing what is the best for us. And that is when it comes to personal products. I know there are so many health benefits of buying things that are natural, and there are so many gross things that they put in a lot of our personal products. And I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, and I am not an expert, but I know enough to know how gross some of those are and how much they can mess with our hormones, our bodies. But then I struggle because I can get a thing of deodorant for 50 cents. Or I can spend $10 and buy an expensive one that is far better for me. And so I struggle with that. I would love to hear in the comments if you have any tips for me to help get past that struggle. I am trying to really shift my mentality to know that our health is better than a few dollars. And in the long run, if I'm cutting out now, it's gonna be something I pay for in the future. And so I am trying to make those healthy switches for our family. Food is another one, which is a whole other category, but we're going to talk more about the personal products today. And I was kind of discouraged the other day because I was like, oh, there's so many things that like I still use that really aren't the greatest for us. But to make all of those switches at once would be so costly and so overwhelming. And so I started brainstorming in my head like, oh, well, I've made this switch and I've made this switch. And I was a little encouraged to see the different things that we have done that have helped us to live a little bit more of a clean, natural life and getting some of those pollutants out of our house. And so as I was brainstorming those, I was encouraged to know that there are some changes that we have made. And so my encouragement to you is, if this is something you want to try, start small and start doing it. Start making those switches. And then as time goes on, more and more will come. And as you are focusing on living that lifestyle, you'll get there. It's not going to happen overnight unless you want to drop several $1,000s buying all new things and throwing away what you already have. I think too, as couponing is going away a little bit, you can still coupon, but it's not like it used to be. It used to be like I would have 10 tubes of toothpaste that were absolutely free. And that, not saying you can't get free toothpaste anymore, but that doesn't happen, that I have this huge stockpile anymore. So that has kind of helped me as well to shift away from some of those things. And I am just going to share with you in a minute. I have a little stash over here of things that we have done. And I'll try to share with you in the future different things we've done as well that have helped us to get rid of some of those pollutants from our household. The first thing that I probably did, one of the first ones, was I started making soap. And this is a little donut because my girls bought some molds, and my oldest, the last time I made soap, wanted to help, and so we made donut soap, which makes it a little more fun for them. But my soap is far from pretty when I am done making it. But I can make a batch. It's kind of relaxing for me to make some soap, and it honestly makes enough that it lasts us like months, if not a year. I don't know. I haven't tried to figure it out because occasionally I'll be like, I just want to make some soap. And so I'll make some, and then, we just use whichever one we pull out of the cupboard. But that is one of the things that I switched over, and we don't have body wash or any other things in our shower anymore. We just use this, and we've enjoyed it. It is a little bit of a switch when you're used to using a liquid, and I still have not, my hand soaps in my sink are not the cleanest, but at least what we're using in the shower is better. So that was one of the first swaps that I have. And once you enter the soap making world, let me tell you, you can get overwhelmed. Or you can buy it from other people, but it is so much cheaper to make it yourself, and it really is fairly easy to make. And you can, like anything in life, you can go simple or you can go crazy and add in all these things and try out 500 different recipes. But I just found a simple recipe, and that is what we went with. Something else I'm not going to show you, but I have swapped out to a menstrual cup, and for most, I'm really heavy for the first day, so I do use a backup pad that is like a normal pad, and then I switch over to cloth for the rest of the time. So the cloth and the menstrual cup, they actually have saved me a ton, and a ton of convenience as well. I am not gonna recommend one over another because I think they're all great. It just depends on your body. Cup Love, I believe if you just Google Cup Love, and I'll try to find the link and put it in the comments. They have a quiz that you can check out. Like, you enter different things about your period and your body, and they will recommend a cup for you. So if that is something that interests you, check out that quiz. Don't ask your friends. I mean, you can ask your friends questions about them, but don't ask them exactly which cup they have because it's probably not the one that will work for you. But that has helped so much and it has saved me money in the long run, and I feel like has made my life a little bit easier. Another thing is I use this deodorant from Little Seed Farm, and this was recommended to me. I have always tried to find a natural deodorant, but this is one of the, I know there's some other ones out there, but this is a lot cleaner than even the aluminum free that you would buy in the store. I know sometimes we hear, oh, aluminum free is the best, and it is true, but there are so many other ingredients that they shove in deodorant that are not the cleanest. So this is a jar. You scoop it out, and if you buy this, a little tip, they have this little, I can smell it. They have this little scooper that you can stick in the jar and scoop out, and then you rub it in your armpit. Invest the extra like $2-3 in this. It's bamboo. It makes this jar a lot easier. Instead of scooping your fingers in and then you have like deodorant on your fingers, you don't have messy hands for this. So if you invest in this, invest in this. And I will link this in the comments as well. One way I save money on this is I tried it. I realized I liked it. Every deodorant is going to react with bodies differently, so I would suggest trying it out before you stock up. But I really liked this, and so on Black Friday they have a decent sale, and so I order enough that I think should get me through the year. I didn't end up ordering enough last year. I ordered 4 for this year, so we'll see how close that gets me for the year. But I like just having enough on hand that then I don't have to pay that shipping as well. And that makes it a little easier for me. This is something that I got for my children, and teeth tamer from Earthly. They love it. I'm not sure how much they love the novelty of like pulling this tube out and squeezing it up and drinking it, but they seem to like it. I had 3 of them teething at the same time, and so at bedtime every night the 3 of them would like all get super excited about taking this. So it's good. At least it tastes good to them. But if nothing else, it helps them to think, oh, I'm getting something that my teeth hurt. And it's better for them than the alternatives at the grocery store. So we have been using that for our kids. And this is a lotion that I made. Earthly also makes a magnesium goodnight lotion. And I've read a little bit about how magnesium helps your body in many different ways. And so sleep is one. So I've started using this a lot at bedtime. I used Earthly for a while, and it's a little bit more on the spendy side, although I think worth it. And I'm like, I wonder if I can find a recipe. I made some lotion one time that was similar to this. And I'm like, I wonder if I can make some with magnesium. So I found a lotion. Mine's a little grainy because I need to figure out how to melt down the magnesium a little bit better in order to make the lotion. But I tried that, and I'm going to try perfecting it and see if I can get it a little bit better. But their lotion is also great, and it is very smooth. Since having my last, I've had cramps in my legs during my period, and just annoying. And like I've run and exercised and I haven't. And honestly, this last time I put that, I'd start feeling it, and I'd rub that magnesium lotion in my legs, and my cramps in my legs would almost be gone instantaneously. So I don't know, maybe I'm just a crazy person, but I've really liked trying to get that magnesium into my body. And I feel like for some different things, it really helps. My husband makes fun of me that it doesn't really help or whatever. You know, I claim my cramps are gone in my legs, and it's just mental or something. But I have to think God gave us magnesium, and so I'm gonna try it, and we're gonna see if we can fix these problems without taking medicine. So I like knowing that I can try some natural things to help take care of my body. So those are the main things. There's a few other little things here and there that we've swapped out as far as personal products. I have ordered detergent that I am trying, but I haven't tried it enough to know if it is something that I truly like. And my next step that I think I want to try is something for shampoo. If you have a natural shampoo that you love, let me know, because that's something that I want to try to swap out. My concern with shampoo is I have 3 girls that have long hair, and you know how kids can be. They get in the shower and they turn on the shampoo and they waste like half a bottle. So I have found, and this is part of the reason I'm ready to swap my shampoo, I have found that if I take a foaming soap dispenser and I do just like you would at the sink, and you put like a fourth of the soap dispenser of shampoo and the rest water and shake it up really well, then they get the foaming shampoo and they're not wasting a ton of shampoo. Even if they pump like 10 of those on their hands, they're still not using a ton of shampoo, and it's not going to be pouring tons out in their hands. So I think with that trick, if I switch over to a natural shampoo that's more expensive, they're not going to waste, half of a bottle the first time that they use it. So I'd love to know if that is something that you use and what it is. And let me know if there's any other natural products that I should try, because I am working on trying to get some of those toxins out of our house. So if this is helpful for you, I'd love if you'd subscribe and like this video. And I will see you again soon with another money saving video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.